Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. This session, I want to discuss about formulating alternative. The evaluation and selection of economic proposals require cash flow estimates over a stated period of time, which refer to the life of the alternative. Involve mathematical analysis to calculate the measure of worth. That's why I remind that students must have competency applying the economic factors that you have learned previously, how to apply the P, the F, the A factor, the G factor, and also to develop cash flow diagram according to the scenario given. So why we have to do this evaluation? So that we can select the best proposal from the alternatives. So there are two types of economic proposals. Yeah? The two types of economic proposals. First, mutually exclusive, and the second one is independent projects. So for mutually exclusive, only one can be selected. While for independent projects, more than one proposal or alternative can be selected. Before we go further, I also want to highlight about this do nothing alternative. Do nothing alternative. The do nothing alternative or projects means that the current approach is maintained or sustained. So there are nothing new is initiated, no new costs, no new revenues, or no new savings are generated. That's mean by do nothing. So we do nothing. Yeah. So back to our discussions. So mutually exclusive alternative and independent projects are selected in completely different ways. Again, a mutually exclusive selection takes place, for example, when an engineer must select the best rapid prototyping machines from several models. From there, only one is chosen and the rest are rejected. If none of the alternatives are economically justified, then all can be rejected, and by default, the do nothing alternative is selected. So we maintain what we have do now. For independent projects, 1, 2, 3, or more, in fact, all of the projects that are economically justified can be accepted, provided the capital funds are available. And this leads to the two following fundamentally different evaluation bases. Mutually exclusive alternatives compete with one another and are compared pairwise, while the independent projects are evaluated one at a time and compete only with the do-nothing projects. So finally, it is important to recognize the nature of the cash flow estimates before starting the computation of a measure of worth that leads to the final selection, the best option that we want to select. So cash flow estimates determine whether the alternatives are revenue or cost-based. So there are two types of cash flow estimate, revenue cash flow estimate and revenue cash flow estimate. So for revenue cash flow estimate, for the revenue cash flow estimate, each alternative generates cost, which is cash outflow, and revenue cash inflow, and possibly savings. Saving also categorized as cash inflow saving. So revenue can vary for each of the alternative. So in revenue, involve cash outflow and also cash inflow. The second type of cash flow estimate, the cost cash flow estimate. Each alternative has only cost cash flow estimate, only involve cost, where the revenues or saving are assumed to be equal for all the alternatives. Thus, they are not dependent on the alternative selected. So again, for the cost cash flow estimate, the alternative include only cost. And this cost cash flow estimate also named as service alternative. Service alternative. So this figure shows what we have discussed just now. Yeah. So from the viable of yeah, from the viable of from the proposal, sorry, from the proposal that listed, so only viable proposal will be considered. Yeah. And then we categorize either the proposal as a mutually exclusive or as an independent project. And we decide either it is a revenue cash flow estimate and either it is a cost cash flow estimate. So from there, from the from the economics evaluation, so at the end of the day, we want to select the best alternative to be executed or to be implemented.